All right, so apparently Joe Pyfer had a lot to say regarding the situation that happened this Saturday where he canceled his fight against Kevin Gastelum. We're going to go ahead and react to exactly what he said in this video. But before we do, all I ask is for you guys to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, leave a like. And without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this clip.
But for now, it still stings that I didn't get to fight. But the last thing I will address is I don't care if it's offensive to you. I will never go back to that country. I did everything right. I slept in a tent. I did all this work to still get sick. Some people are saying it wasn't the food, saying I got altitude sickness. I'm not a fucking geographic fucking, elevation fucking scientist, but I was told as long as I acclimated, which I did for 2 months, slept in a tent and on the fucking floor, I did everything that I could to prepare. And if that's what altitude and elevation is, fuck that country. I will never fight there again. Shithole, not going back. Don't care if that's offensive to you. You're not the one fighting. Suck my balls, literally.
All right, so a couple of things, ladies and gentlemen. I do think that Joe Pyfer is entitled to his own opinion. He could think whatever he wants about Mexico. I think that he bitched out. Like, literally, I think that he bitched out against Kevin Gastelum. I think once he had like that real workout the day before the fight, he felt the altitude and was just like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not going to be able to perform. And I think he literally pulled out of that fight because he just wasn't able to acclimate to the height, to the altitude. I think literally, Joe Pyfer rather would have pulled out of the fight because he was going to get his ass whooped because he wasn't able to adjust to the altitude. He bitched out, and that's the reason why he got so much, criticism on the internet. But for him to say that Mexico's like a shithole country, I mean, yeah, he is entitled to his own opinion. He can think whatever he wants to think about the country, but this dude needs some freaking serious PR training. I don't think that, calling Mexico a shithole is going to do very well for his, overall I guess fandom or the way people perceive him, on the internet, because there is a lot of Mexican fighters or a lot of Mexican viewers that watch MMA, that watch UFC, that are definitely gonna remember that he said that. Don't think that calling Mexico a shithole was the right move. It's absolutely crazy to call Mexico a shithole and to just blame an entire country when literally he was the only one to get sick. And there's other fighters that managed to do what he couldn't, and they're from the USA or from other countries as well. I just think that this is a really, really bad take from Joe Pyfer. Okay, look, I think that somebody actually managed to troll Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer mentioned that he slept in a tent, right? In one of those tents that mountain climbers use to acclimate to like 20,000, 30,000 feet in altitude, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever because he fought in Mexico City. Mexico City is only like 6,000 to 7,000 feet in altitude. And this guy legitimately thought that having a sleepover in one of those tents was going to do him justice. And it really doesn't. Like, he really didn't need to do any of that. There was fighters out there that literally competed in the same card that probably didn't do any of that and still managed to go out there and fight. Like, I think that Joe Pyfer legitimately bitched out, pulled out of the fight because he felt like he was going to lose. Either that or he legitimately felt the altitude and was just like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not about to take a loss in my career in Mexico, a Mexican favorite crowd, and pulled out of the fight. That's what I legitimately think. I think that he 100% pulled out of the fight because he bitched out 100%. Overall, man, it's just a bad delivery from Joe Pyfer. I mean, the way he structured his sentences, the way he delivered, his overall message, I think it's just a terrible, terrible, terrible take overall. I think that he is on the fast track on losing his fan base. Pretty sure there's Mexicans out there that are going to take this video definitely the wrong way. I think that Joe Pyfer should get himself a PR team and should not upload any more videos to social media. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. That's pretty much all I had to say. Peace out and have a good one.